Hi, I'm Georgianne Bender.
And I'm Rich KIZER.
And we're coming to you from Boston's Long Wharf in gorgeous downtown Boston, Massachusetts.
It is a beautiful day, and you know what's really cool is that, see all these big yachts behind us? We had the opportunity to stay on the yachts instead of in a hotel room for a change, and that has been a treat.
Don't believe in me. You're so full of it.
Cool.
We're in a hotel.
Sounds so cool to do.
A nice hotel. Yeah, I was thinking the other day, it's time for me to buy a new car. And I'm very systematic about how I buy cars. I buy them every so many years. And I've had the same sales guy forever. And his name was Tom, and he would just call me up on the phone and he'd say, George, it's time for you to get a new car. I have 3 or 4 here I want you to take a look at. We'd make an appointment. I'd come in, choose a car, go home. Tom left a few years ago, and the big joke was that I didn't drive a Toyota, I drove a Licata, because that was his last name, Licata. So I had to go in there on my own and find a new salesperson and go through all that new stuff, which I hate, buy another car, and I did, and now it's time for me to get a new one. And it occurred to me, I've purchased 6 cars from that dealership. Don't you think that at some point in time the owner or someone would call me up or drop me a note and say, hey Georgianne, you haven't been there for a while, it's time for a new car, come on in and see us, we have some cool things we want to show you. But nothing, I've got nothing, it makes no sense to me.
Tom left, you dropped off the radar.
Yeah, so I'm not driving a Licata anymore, and who knows what I'm going to be driving next year.
It reminds me of that commercial United Airlines did, where they were all sitting around, all the big shots were sitting around the board table.
Yeah.
And the CEO was handing out airline tickets, and they asked him what that was all about.
They're all going to go visit their customers that they hadn't seen for a while.
Their most important customers.
Makes sense.
One of the wise guys sitting at the table looked at the CEO and said, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
The CEO pulled a ticket out of his vest pocket and said, I'm going to go visit our best customer who last week fired us.
Yeah,
there's the 1%. The one thing.
That's a good thing. You know, here's the thing. It costs, all the studies show, it costs up to 5 times more to attract a new customer than it is to keep a current customer, a loyal customer, happy. 5 times as much. So it makes me insane that we as business people in America do not take the time to take care of our customers. If we haven't seen them for a while, we forget about them. Here, you know, it could be it's the economy if they haven't come in for a while. You wonder about that person. It could be that they're shopping someplace else or doing business someplace else that's closer to home. It could be that they're just busy and they forget. So it's up to us as the business owners to remind them that we're still here and they're still important to us.
That's the key point, isn't
Yeah.
it? Not to, you know, it's scary to me, but we go into businesses and we ask them, who are your best customers that haven't been here for 3 months, and they can't even begin to answer that question.
Yeah.
And it was probably a month ago, we were in Anaheim, California, and a guy walked up to us that was at the convention we were at then, and he said, a half a year ago I heard you at a different convention, and you said if you do one thing, do this one thing. Identify who your best customers are that haven't been in your business or you haven't done business with in over 3 to 4 months that you should have done business with, and contact them either by phone or by note and just talk to them and say, you know, you're important, we miss you, is there anything we can do for you? He said, actually, we started doing that 5 months ago, and I can give you a bona fide 20% sales increase just because we took the time to touch those customers. That's what brilliant companies do. That's what gives you sales increases.
And that's what we should all do. It's those little customer touches that bring them back. So make a list of the people that you haven't seen in a while, write them a note, call them on the phone, send them an email blast, something to let them know that they're important to you.
And once you do, once you start, you'll never stop because it will produce golden results.
So I'm Georgianne Bender.
And I'm Rich KIZER.
Leaving you from the Long Wharf in Boston, Massachusetts. It's a glorious day. Talk to you soon.
Let's go for a boat ride.
Yeah, you wish. We're going to work.